just getting ready to go to bed, and I realized I haven't posted for a while. And that's because I've been struggling with major anxiety. It's like this grief has had so many levels of emotions. I've never known or experienced anything like it. Never in my life have I experienced this much pain. And I feel like I'm through the worst of the grief now, which is good, because when I was in grief, I was like, this is the worst emotion I've ever experienced ever. And I've had people die in my life. My best friend, my cat, died, and I cried for 3 days, and it took me about 3 weeks to recover, but it was completely different. I mean, I saw my cat's dead body because I brought him home from the vet in order to bury him. And the body didn't look anything like my cat. You know, I was like, like he's dead. And as my spiritual teacher explained, once the spirit leaves the body, it's the spirit that animates the body. So once it leaves the body, you realize that that cat is not the body. The spirit is, how to explain this? I'm not explaining this very well. Okay, so the spirit animates the body. Once the spirit leaves the body, you realize that it's the spirit that animated the body. Therefore, your cat is not the body. Does that make any sense? Okay, so I can get it with my cat. And I think it's because I saw his dead body. And when my spiritual teacher said that to me, it really got to me. I really got it. It really affected me. And I think, there was something beautiful about that, because his spirit still lives on, because the spirit is energy. But it's been very different with my partner, because, I don't know, I've only had maybe one day where I felt connected to his spirit. That's my phone ringing. I'm going to keep going because I want to make this video. I think I did it again. It's my own song. I made you believe we're more than just friends. Oh, baby, it might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious. That was a version of Britney's song. Oops, I Did It Again, and I made my own version, more like a hip hop version of the song, and that's my ringtone for my phone. And I know who's calling. It's Ramon, one of my patrons, because I sent him a message and I knew that he was going to call me back, but I decided to make this video. So yeah, there's been this anxiety that came up after the grief. And the grief was so intense that sometimes I couldn't hold myself in it. I would have to go around to a friend's house. And I'm so lucky and blessed here in Gozo that I've got friends who are like, come over for breakfast. I'll make you breakfast. I've got other friends who, will just be there to support me so much. One friend, I said to her, I'm going to cry. And I'm really going to cry. And this was the first time that I really cried, when I got back to Gozo. And I said, and the tears are coming and I can't stop them. It's kind of like when you need to vomit. It's just going to come out. So I won't be able to hold it in much longer. Can you meet me at the cemetery so that I've got an appropriate place to grieve, So my friend was like, yeah, okay, I'll see you at the cemetery. So we met at the cemetery and she brought incense and it was so sweet of her. And she was just with me as I cried, because sometimes when you're in grief, it's just so hard to hold yourself. It's already unbearable. So just to have someone there who's sitting with you, it's just, it's really appropriate. You really need that. But when the anxiety comes up, oh man, like it was underneath the grief. And the anxiety, because my dream was to find love and to find a partner and live happily ever after. I didn't realize, but that is my biggest dream. And I met someone who would say to me when I left the room, I really miss you when you leave the room. And when I would come in after not seeing him, he would catch my eye in this way, this way that's like, I'm really happy that you're here, and it's just like, oh my God, just made my heart flutter all the time. I just loved seeing his face and yeah, and I just thought it was going to be my happily ever after. And since that dream has crashed, I think what's come underneath it is, who am I? And what do I want now? And what even are my dreams? I don't even know what my dreams are anymore. Yeah, I'd like a car. Maybe it'd be nice to go to India. There's some vague dreams, that would give me some pleasure. But there's this idea one day that I'd love to be a public speaker. But it's like, one day? Like, when are you going to get around to doing it? But it's like, there's a part of me that doesn't know how to get from where I am here in Gozo to get to where I want to be, because there's just so much self-doubt. There's just so much. I feel like my confidence has been completely corroded. And I'm really, really grateful, because the last couple of days I've had no anxiety. I've woken up and I've done my yoga. I've literally got out of bed, crawled onto the mat, even if the neighbor's dog came and peed on my mat and nearly bowled me over as I was doing yoga at the end of my street. And I just started a juice fast for 3 days, because I just wanted to get really clear in my body so that I could get really clear in my mind, because I feel like the inspiration needs to start coming now, and I need to get inspired and do work that I love to do. And it's what I'm always promoting to other people: do what you love. Oh my God, here he goes again. He's calling me again. Let's sing the song one more time. So for me now, it's about finding out what I love. Here we go again. I think I did it again. He called me 2 times when I was making YouTube videos. Oh good, he stopped now so I can get on with finishing my video, 'cause that's what I feel. He didn't get the message that I didn't pick up, but I did say that I would pick up, but he doesn't know that I'm making YouTube videos, so it's just how it is. Yes, I am friends with my patrons. In fact, 3 of my patrons have my phone number, and they call me regularly. Like, you can tell that Ramon is calling me right now. And they check in with me and they make sure I'm okay, and they are amazing. They are amazing. I'm just going to name my three patrons who've now become my friends are Stu, Michael, and Ramon. And these are the guys that are just so there for me with whatever I'm going through. They're always there to pick up the phone. They're always coming up with ideas to help me. They're always supporting me. It's just incredible. I have this amazing relationship with some of my patrons that I'm so grateful for. And thank you to Danielle, who signed up to the $50 tier on Patreon today. I've just sent you my welcome message. I always send emails to my patron and give them the opportunity to connect with me however they like. And there was some other new patrons that I noticed that I haven't seen before. I'm sorry, I don't remember your names. I will have to do a shout out for you in the next video. But I just wanted to say I'm okay. I'm getting there. I think I'm over the worst of the grief, and I think the anxiety has also gone now. But I feel like now I want to figure out what it is exactly I want to do with my life, because I really am not 100% clear. And yeah, I want to start dreaming again. I don't want my life to just be, I don't want to say stuck in Gozo, because Gozo has been great and my friends are amazing. And I don't think there are many places in the world where you have a community like I have a community here. Literally, I can go to an event every single night with people that I know. I know everyone pretty much in that community on this island. And it's a really safe place. I mean, you could leave your car, you could leave your key in your car and your car will still be there. You could leave your front door open in most places and you're going to be perfectly safe. You can do what I did, which is leave my wallet outside my house and it's still there the next morning. It's a really trustworthy place, because if anyone steals anything, they've got to get a ferry to Malta so you could report them. And by the time they get to Malta, someone is going to have caught them. So it's pretty hard to be dishonest here. Although someone did steal my card recently when I was staying in the homeless shelter. But they probably needed it, so it's okay. And the bank gave me my money back anyway, so, but I lost 100 euros in cash. But I figured they needed it more than me, otherwise they wouldn't have it. So I bless them that that 100 euros multiplies 7 times for them, and I bless myself that it will multiply 7 times for me too. So I'm practicing an attitude of abundance at the moment, and that is all I'm practicing. And yeah, it's starting to unfold because I was just like, you know what? If Hans is going to die and I'm going to live, I don't want to just live a basic life stuck in my comfort zone because I don't have the courage to step out of it. It's like, and I don't want to pressure myself. Oh, now he's died. I've got to live the most amazing life ever to make up for the fact that he died, because that's putting a lot of pressure on myself. But at the same time, it's like, it really wakes you up. It's like, whoa, this person stopped seeing the magic in life, really stopped seeing the magic in life, to the point where he wanted to end it. And like, that's shocking. Magic happens every day, but you've just got to notice it. You've just got to be aware of it. Even the dog peeing on my yoga mat this morning, it's funny. It's something to laugh about. It was just funny, And then the guy comes with his cloth, like bending down on his knees and wiping my mat, bless him. It was so sweet, and I was just like, that's just the funniest thing that happened today. Every day there are miracles. I was looking for a new place to live in January, and someone said to me today, yeah, I've got a room. If you want to contribute something, that would be great. And she's someone who makes muffins, like healthy muffins. I'm like, maybe she'll teach me to make healthy muffins. Maybe I can learn to cook through her, that could be really nice. And it's just a walk up from the beach. So, little things happen every day. You just got to look out for them. Anyway, I'm going to call Ramon right now because I've been on the YouTube. I was about to say I've been on the phone, but I've been on the YouTube for a while now. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and just let you know that I'm okay. And thanks so many of you who have reached out and just checked in on me and just seen that I'm okay. I really appreciate it. It really warms my heart. All right, sleep tight.